5 ways Buhari has changed since Abakari died. That the late Chief of Staff CSO Abakari weathered a tone of intensity in Buhari's burial isn't far from being obviously true. That he was a keen and accomplished man is a reality. It is likewise now realized that he was a thought-compulsive worker who barely refreshed and drove all his vitality into his activity as one of the president's devoted men. This may have been the motivation behind why the president confided in him with considerably more duties, paced his brief as chief of staff, and why political watchers pushed the account of an Asoro cabal to general society. It is vital that, in addition to the fact that Nigerians believed Abakari was the leader of the plot, however, the president's significant order, Aisha Buhari, who is one of their troops, additionally revealed to her crowd that there was really an intrigue and that two men had wrested power from her better half. The president appeared to push a similar story. Amazingly, the First Lady didn't make reference to names yet. Nigerian hoped to the end that she was alluding to Mamandaura and Abakari. That Malam Abakari was the one to check whether anyone needed anything from the administration is currently for the history books to choose. Be that as it may, sharp watchers of the administration have seen that since Kyari passed on, President Mohamed Buhari has changed from multiple points of view and appears to be an alternate man from the laid-back president the individuals knew previously. Here are 5 of the most obvious changes I have seen in the previous 14 days. 1. Buhari is moving towards popularism. The president has been all the more inevitable about issues influencing the ordinary citizens, as was seen in his last discourse to the individuals on COVID-19. His discourse was order-conscious, not compelling, spoke to the faculties and not compromising. He said he had turned in to counsel of the Prudential Task Force to facilitate the lockdown and advised the individuals to stick to well-being rules of wearing face masks and keeping up social removing. He applauded well-being laborers for their penance and Nigerians for adhering to the lockdown in spite of the sufferings. He really designated the treatment of the episode to state governors, given that each state has its own exceptional way to deal with the pandemic, among others. The president appeared to give a quiet demoscent to the individuals, suffering's dread and frenzy. That discourse was evaluated by specialists as outstanding among other the president had made in his own 5 years in government, since it was populist and just. 2. Empathetic approach to governance. The president in the previous 14 days has made some praiseworthy altruistic moves and professions. He requested that detainees be liberated to decongest the nation's penitentiaries. He likewise uncharacteristically requested for brisk examination capture and indictment of the enemies of the three University of Port Harcourt understudies who were severally killed and covered in a shallow grave. The supposed devil have since been captured and instructed. Buhari before now might not have known about such a ghastly wrongdoing. 3. Duty waivers and petrol price. Buhari didn't disregard the well-being segment and the enduring masses. He has founded charge waivers on clinical supplies and has again plugged petroleum cost. Petroleum warehouse cost has been sliced to 108, which specialist states will obviously influence the retail siphon cost. 4. Buhari snubbed Ganduje. The Kano State Senator Abdullahi Ganduje had to a great extent been blamed for disregard in handling the COVID-19 flare-up in his state. The representative at first would not acknowledge that the huge number of persons saw in Kano over the most recent 14 days were COVID-19 related. He rather insinuated that there were weighed persons at the point when it anyway occurred to him that there was an uncontained flare-up in Kano. First thing he requested was 15 billion naira intercession from the central government. Ganduje would understand that it was no longer the same old thing, as Buhari immediately turned him down and put a complete lockdown on Kano. Thank you for listening to this news. And my viewers, all that has just been highlighted concerning the President Momo Buhari is just the truth. Yes, Buhari has really changed. That is to tell you that Abba Kyari has been the one influencing the president all the while. All the doings that that we have been seeing the president doing, all the attitude that we have been seeing the president putting on, has been the influence of Malam Abba Kyari. Of the truth, since the death of Abba Kyari, President Buhari has been handling so many assignments on his own. And since he has been handling some of these assignments, there has been some meaningful changes, and these changes has been the opposite side of some of those things that Malam Abba Kyari has been handling on his behalf. And they have been very fair. Look at Ganduje can no longer have a say where President Buhari is, because his intervener is no longer there to intervene on his behalf. Some of the assignments that are wrongly carried out by Malam Abba Kyari are now being properly carried out and properly put in place by President Buhari. Well, that's cool anyway. That serves the president's right, because he put all his hope and trust on a northern leader. Well, my viewers, I don't know what your own comment concerning all that has just been said may be, but please deem it fit to leave your comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.